Try your luck betting on Jade?
Let's dance. Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor isn't in the best state to receive.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems...
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the... Last time we saw Zhongli was before... Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
What should I put in my letter?
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities? Oh, it seems that some of your friends...
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And...
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bar... Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map.
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now...
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is...
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the...
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract, for it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of this...
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that as you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracked until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers. I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself,
Oh, Zhongli.
but as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Chising to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring...
Of course. And it would have been all too easy for him, too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its...
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Credit is also due to Senora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict... This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There is only one thing that I had not anticipated, and that I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. They seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain...
Huh? That doesn't sound good.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which...
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You...
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue. I, on the other hand, will be forever prescribed as a disturber.
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zappolyarny Palace and...
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with...
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good...
Realistically speaking, there is...
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was, my agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Let the show begin. Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now. One Wind Bookhouse. Guess this is where we go to buy books in Liyue. Should we ask here if they have a copy of the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide? It's super duper interesting. I'll protect us.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Oh, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that...
So Rex Lapis is really...
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think. I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear... There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish...
Fatui? They certainly are very...
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis...
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex...
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident...
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that...
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yeah, I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never heard of such...
Forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's hear...
Hear ye all! The Chi-Sing's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must gods and adepti live glorious lives. But both light and shadow have their season. So rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was having been thwarted in his trial. Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Chi-Sing's announcement said. So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like some... Could the Cheesing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed taste? Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been... Look, it's Ningguang and Kuching. Are they saying something?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end.
3,700 years of
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous, but blinded by our
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tian. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything?
Huh? Is she looking this?
Traveler?
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the...
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you've heard, name your price.
Whoa.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Roping you in was possibly the most masterful move we could have made.
Why you... If you were looking for someone, you could have just told me that in private. The cleanup of the premises, managing the crowds as they exit, making an account of the rite. There's much that...
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, and here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the right, if the two of you can spare the time, I should...
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose...
You're right. I do lack the Mora.
But why would Morax lack Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, when I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to...
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were but since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could. No. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of... That is true. But there is no journey...
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue...
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. Yes, the nation has been closed by the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people...
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. Zhongli, Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, this is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blood?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings.
Whoa. That's...
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though the fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of, 7 ideals for 7 gods. All right then. Was there anything else you wished to know? Ah, that was a good one. Failing. That said, the reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received. I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particularly All right then. Was there anything else you wished to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have patience.
Ad Astra Abyssal. Ah, traveler. You have come at just the right time. You're certainly very familiar with the kind of work we do. But please take this brand new Adventurers Guild notebook. The Adventurer Handbook is for recording details of your completed commission, whereas this notebook is for recording the marvelous people. I hope it will be of help to you. Anyway, that's all. Safe travels, traveler. Ad Astra. Thank you for completing. Ad Astra. Ad Astra Abyss.
Should I save this money?
meet again. Let's find some time to visit Liyue Harbor. La da 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 da.
When the first wisp of wind brushed across the land.
Split the bamboo in the morning, dry it till night, cross the strands to form a pattern, coat in silk. That's how you remember how to make a show lantern.
Morning. Split bamboo. Traveler, then get silk.
What? No.
Look, it's them.
Hey, Yao Yao! Hey, Chi Chi! Whoa, Traveler! Paimon, you're here! What you up to? I'm teaching Chi Chi to make show lanterns. It's a real test of finger dexterity, so it'll help.
Yes, I do. To be,
Wanna try too, you two? Oh, okay. Well, we need a whole bunch this year. Too dark. What is it?
Dr. Baiju has patients who the moon disappeared, so
The moon disappeared?
it was Jeonju. Changshan told me about it.
It's an old myth from Chenyu Vale about a... What? The moon gets eaten? It's just a story. It's not like there's I asked Master about it, and she said myths are just... insight. Well, I didn't see it that night. But according to Chi-Chi, though, the Ministry of Civil Affairs sent someone to do some kind of serious... Ministry of Civil Affairs?
It's okay. You can fly. Even if it...
Yeah, exactly. So turn that frown upside down, Paimon. Or someday you'll get a What? Okay, but the Traveler can't fly. He can still fall. Don't worry. That's what the show lanterns are for. As long as we make enough
Yeah.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. Look, this year's Grand Lantern commemorates a white horse. Yeah. Legend has it she used to live on the moon. So, we've heard of the White Horse Adeptus before. But probably because it's a folk legend from Chenyu Vale, so not a lot of people. But recently, some ancient artifacts were unearthed in Liyue, and the archaeological team even found evidence of... It's kind of like how we write wishes on show lanterns and release them during... The White Horse Adeptus would descend from the moon in her jade... Ooh! When did that happen? It must have been a super long time ago. Nope. Kinda unbelievable, right? Yenfei said...
Yeah, a made-up horse.
You're mistaken, children. The White Horse Adeptus really does exist.
Oh, Mr. Liu from the Baiju Guest House. But...
Have you ever wondered how the guest house got its name, Yao Yao?
Baiju...
That's right. And that's because one of my ancestors was once blessed by the...
Wait, really? Tell us more.
It was a long, long time ago, when this ancestor of mine was still a young girl. She was out gathering herbs.
Oh, that's it? Paimon was expecting something a bit more...
Patience, young one. Let me finish. After the White Horse Adeptus saved my ancestor, she told her a story about the moon. My ancestor was so captivated that she completely lost track of time. So much so, in fact, it was as if, without her knowledge, countless years had...
Huh?
The most extraordinary part of all is that it turned out to be a dream. When she woke up, other than her medicine basket, now filled to the brim with rare herbs, it was as if a horse's whinny echoed through the air. And when she looked up...
A white horse.
Wow, that sure is a crazy story. But now...
Another skeptic. You sound just like my son.
Wait, so... Your son?
Don't get me started. Not believing is one thing, but he even wants to change the... Well, it was getting about time for him to take over the guest house. And what's the first thing he does? Starts going on about how the name doesn't attract enough customers. Can you believe that? As if Baiju Guest House and Wangshu Inn aren't miles apart.
Oh, what about something like the Geo Lord's Rest? Huh?
Geo Lord's Rest.
This isn't about getting people through the doors. This is about disrespecting our... Oh, White Horse Adeptus, my wish is this. Let your divine power be known. Teach...
Paimon wants to learn more about this Adeptus. Good idea. Mr. Zhongli is super knowledgeable. Yeah, we just saw him having tea at third... All right, and that's our next stop. Chi-Chi and I are gonna keep making Shao Lantern. Goodbye.
So lively. This is how a festival should be. I should. What should I try this time?
Oh?
Oh.
Curious.
Impressive. What's with all the commotion over here? Oh, Traveler and Paimon. Perfect timing. What is it? Huh? What the? Heart of the Moon is blacked out. Was it really eaten?
Huh. I didn't expect you to know the story of Jonju the Moon Devourer.
Don't underestimate Paimon. She learned a hope.
But Jonju the Moon Devourer is a Liyue.
Well, knowledge knows no borders, so...
You're right about that, Paimon. But this dark circle doesn't look anything like a toad to me. Oh, wait, Traveler! You've been in Nodcry, right? The people there worship the moon goddess? Really? Not even—
Oh, yeah! Master told me that the tale of Jianzhu, the Moon Devourer—
But what is it exactly? Some kind of—
How so?
Oh, but in this picture, the moon is being covered from the center. So then, it's still an omen of some impending—
We never said that! Ugh, some crazy customer left it at the rest—
Attention, everyone! As the auspicious festival season approaches, I, Lu Xiong, am on the verge of becoming one of the most renowned Even though I never trained at a prestigious academy, I've still managed to dig up tons of treasures. Like my pops always says, no pain, no gain. And I haven't had it easy, that's—
What's the deal with her?
No idea. Maybe she ate a bad batch of perch stew?
What? You don't believe me? I'm telling you, I dug up treasures from the ancient nation of—
Long gone? Jonju?
Sounds like she's a few perches short of a stew, if you know what I mean.
So what if blackback perch stew is my favorite? Stop talking—
Whoa! What are you doing?
You're just a stupid, ignorant man, and I'm gonna kill you.
Young lady, you need to calm down.
What? So you're looking down on me now too? How about I take—
This is a place for dining. If you wish to take me out, you'll have—
Don't act like you're better than me. Do you know who I am? Show me some—
It's respect you want? Very well. For this—
What? So Shen has started the— She had no choice. The woman pulled a shovel out of nowhere and started going crazy. Flipping table. Shenna did what she had to do to restrain her, then took her—
Thank goodness Aunt Shenhe was there. Or who knows what might have—
Yeah. I started cleaning up after all the commotion, and that's when I found this photo.
She said she took a photo of Jonju the Moon Devourer.
Can we really trust what she said, though? Clearly, something is—
Paimon's got a point. It sounds like she wasn't acting right at all. How do we know she wasn't possessed by some kind of evil—
Aunt Shenhe would have noticed if she was possessed.
All right. But what about the part about Long Gone? What about it? What if she raided a tomb and dug up some super special relic? One so powerful that even Miss Shen...
Your imagination is something else, Hu Tao. Why would an ancient ghost come to Wanmin restaurant, huh?
Hey, it could happen. I'd want to eat your food if I...
Wait a second. She mentioned the ancient nation of...
You know what? My brother mentioned that some ancient artifacts were unearthed in Liyue recently. Mostly colored glass. Some of the text inscribed on them has already been deciphered. There were some poetic verses.
So, does that mean this long gone... Still, Paimon knows we've heard the name somewhere before. Right! His ancestor heard about it from the White Horse Adeptus.
The White Horse Adeptus?
Yep. And it turns out that the White Horse Adeptus is super mysterious too.
Wait, I thought she was the gold-eyed Celadon mare of the...
That's just the interpretation you believe in, Hu Tao. There are other theories of... The elders of Qingce village believe that during the Archon War, a white horse leapt from a clear spring, transforming into an Adeptus who... In Chenyu Vale, some of the tribes take her to be the daughter of time, and trace her deeds to yet in other ancient texts, including the relics I just mentioned. She appears as an emissary who listens to, which is why we write our wishes on Shao lanterns.
That's so complicated. So what's the verdict?
I'm afraid there's no definitive answer to...
You two have been all over to that.
Nope, sorry. We were actually on our way to ask Zhongli. He knows even more about this kind of stuff.
Looking for a consultant, huh? He's having tea with Miss Linlong. Shigu Antiques is hosting an
exhibition?
For all those antiques Sing just mentioned. So if you...
So, where to next? How about we go to the Ministry of Civil Affairs to ask about the...
If you're heading to the Ministry of Civil Affairs, could you... Since it belongs to that customer, she deserves to get it back at least. It might...
Ha! Alright! We're off!
Oh, wait! I almost forgot! Happy Lantern!
Come have a meal with us when you're free. We'll be there, or...
Thinking about it now.
A fake? You mean like... the
Nice one, Changyun.
How about we go check out that place tonight? I know...
All right.
I'll get scolded if I get home too late.
Live a little, Sing-Cho. You act like this is a first for you. Worst comes to worst, we'll get Xiangling to...
Well, when you put it like that...
You were just waiting for the promise of free food, weren't you?